The purpose of this video is to display the navigation head unit in the 2018-2019 essentially 10th generation Honda Accord. The issue is that you cannot mute the navigation commands at all. It's unavailable. In the manual, there's essentially says you can mute it. So if you go to page 85 of the manual, let's follow this. Home, home, navigation, press the map tools. So you see map tools, guidance volume, no guidance volume, go into settings. This is all for the actual Garmin based GPS system. There's no volume adjustment or no ability to select mute. Honda updated the manual online. It gives you a different way to do it. Home, settings, system volumes, navigation on guidance. So the picture to display is obviously not in the systems menu, but nevertheless. So you see I have navigation on guidance and it's on 0. So the annoyance is when you're essentially you can't use the stereo and navigation system simultaneously and mute the navigation, and I'll explain. So let's put on audio and let's select a destination. Let's do that, that's fine. Okay.
Drive to highlighted route.
So, I don't know if you heard, she just said drive to highlighted route. You literally saw me go in there and mute the navigation volume, and the voices command is still coming out of the speaker. Now, what's the most annoying thing is, if I raise the volume on my stereo, every single navigation command will interrupt the stereo volume and shout out the navigation command.
A hazardous driving condition was reported on MD 372 Wilkins Avenue exit.
Okay, shut up. I don't know what that is. So, let's go back to this again. Oh, she's restarting. Piece of garbage. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to drive around and you'll see how irritating it is. And you can't essentially listen to stereo because it's going to mute. It's going to mute the stereo. It's going to bring down the volume of the stereo to shout, to verbally display the navigation commands. Even though I just set it to mute. Now, when she's talking, there's a way to reduce the volume of her voice via the steering wheel, but it still interrupts the volume of the stereo over and over and over.
The pants and a call man, chichi man. Yet me see me in a video with a naked man. What? So me know someone lazy a fraud. You buy yourself, you come here buy me a car. Me Land Cruiser crashing up a PG's garage. You silly watches like y'all are weird job. Some face it should be a showdown. You see they run off for stage like a clown. But you know worry about you must lose the ground. Can be a one DJ owner can't show them. If you're not chichi man, we have you right or not. If you're not lesbian, we
So I've muted her. When she talked, I muted her to 1.
Highlighted routes.
You see that? When she's talking, you can mute her to 1. And then it'll go back to the volume. So let me put back up the volume, and you'll see there's still an interrupt coming from the navigation commands that will reduce the volume of the stereo all the way, and it happens over and over and over every time she has to update a command. So if you wanted to just view the map and listen to stereo, it's impossible to do it in this car. There it goes again. There it goes again. Stop this. So the point of this story is, this is a $2,000, $5,000 stereo and navigation system in this Honda Accord, and it's essentially worthless to use them together at the same time. By the way, the other thing is, this is clearly a feature that should work in it states it should work in the manual. It's not. How many of the things does this car claim in the manual that may or may not work? Am I supposed to go through every single feature and see how much accessibility I have to these features? How many of these other things am I going to find that don't work?